Hey guys, Kyle the Completionist here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mass Effect 2. Alright, in the last episode we had investigated Freedom's progress. Human colony world had gone dark under mysterious circumstances. All the people had disappeared. And ran into Tali again, and some other Quarians, which is the first. Mass Effect 1, Tali was the only Quarian we ever saw. But yeah, I met a whole group of them. And it seems the Quarians have a bit of a beef with Cerberus. Not really that surprising, considering Cerberus seems to do a pretty good job of pissing off everyone. And now we're on board the...
we have a green light on that switchover?
Oh, what's this thing do? Oh, that's cool. Open it up again. Huh.
Man, what I wouldn't give to go planet side. Wading through muck, getting shot in the face. Yeah, that is the life.
Joker, I'm standing right here. So yeah, welcome to the new Normandy, the SR2. It's quite different from the first one. As you can see, the CIC is completely different. Originally, the galaxy map was at the center of it all. Now you see what appears to be a hologram of the ship. Anyway, we need to... let's talk to these people. Joker, how's it going, buddy?
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
This is too good to be true.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather?
Okay. Let's talk to Edie here. The newest addition to the new ship. Shepard. Well, we've had bad experiences with AI in the past, so Shepard is understandably distrustful of Edie. So, why do I always sound so awkward in these commentaries? Let's just talk.
Yes, Shepard.
What is this room?
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
I always love that line. Classic Joker. Let's talk about you.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
What is your job?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Additional functions?
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
What are these monitoring devices?
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Yeah, this is why you don't want to do any romances in this game. Just the idea of the Elusive Man getting off to watching. Oh god. Let's just move on. Cyber warfare.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Won't lie, that's pretty impressive.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
Mm-hmm. Is that it? Yeah, sorry. I had a brain fart there for some reason.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
Tell me about Cerberus.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
Well, that's not surprising. What is the structure of Cerberus?
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the elusive man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
How many cells are there?
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
A block?
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
That's not good. What about resources?
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Could you at least tell me how they built the Normandy?
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Screw you, Tim. Tim is common nickname for the elusive man. You know, T-I-M. Get it? Tim. Yeah, okay. You gotta remember this, though, because later on you will gain an opportunity to, well, I don't want to spoil
Let's discuss
anything.
something else.
Ready.
I guess that's it. Goodbye.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Does Joker have anything else to say?
Commander,
How are things in the cockpit?
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
Adapt.
I don't have time to babysit you, Joker. Find a way to deal with it.
Yeah, reasoning with the intercom is not my strong point.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks, I'll remember this.
The mission.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
The squad.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Yeah, I guess he has comments on your squad members that you take on the last mission. Try and remember that so I can get his comments on all of them. Because I'm going to be assembling quite a team soon, so, the good old days.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What about the old crew?
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
That's depressing. Alright. Goodbye.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Alright, let's move on, I guess. So, it's a cool hologram. The CIC, well, it's like on the first ship, you can basically go to planets and other places with this thing. There's private terminals where you read like different messages that get sent to you throughout the game. You'll see what I mean. Talk to this woman.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
The pleasure is mine.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Pick this option. Think you got some really good points with it.
Let's keep this professional, Yeoman.
Yes, sir. Anything else, Commander?
How's the crew?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What do you do here?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Is that all?
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
So you're a counselor? Like Counselor Troy from Star Trek? It's pretty awkward since I killed Counselor Troy in the last game. Heh. Terrible joke. Sorry.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
Yeah, imagine Shepard's not a fan of psychiatrists. Keep your distance.
I don't need you analyzing me, Yeoman.
Yes, sir. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Let's find how awkward the dialogue in this game could be. Like one moment Shepard's like, I don't want you analyzing me, yeoman. Hey, let's talk. I don't know. It's just funny. What do you think of Cerberus?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
Does Cerberus hate aliens?
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
Yeah, never mind all the horrifying experiments they were doing in the first game. Murdering Alliance officers, experimenting on husks and Rachni, Thorian creepers, all that good stuff. You're naive.
You're fooling yourself if you believe Cerberus is noble.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I hope time will change your mind. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Are you happy here?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Alright, goodbye.
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Talk to Edie right here.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts. While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
Alright. check out this place now. The armory. Talk to Edie again if you want.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Here you can choose what kind of weapons, though not pretty limited on what we can choose right now. The M5 Phalanx, DLC weapon. I'll stick with the basic weapons for now. Maybe I'll sort of earn the right to use the DLC weapons because they can be a bit overpowered. Got 3 different grenade launchers here. Stick with the M100 for now. I don't really care what Jacob and Miranda use as their weapons because they're kind of useless in combat most of the time. Their powers are kind of all they've got going for them. Well, I mean, it's very situational. Sometimes they can be good, like if you want them to help guard a certain flank. You'll kind of see what I mean. Anyway, talk to Jacob.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
It's a risky assignment.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What kind of actions?
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Well, at this point, Shepard still doesn't really trust him all that much, so go renegade. Get those extra points.
If you follow orders and keep to yourself, we'll have no problems.
Fair enough, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
I know Shepard's been kind of a dick, but, well, I don't know. I just figure it's kind of... Well, I don't know. Shepard's never been the most amicable character. I wouldn't say he's like full renegade, but he can still be a jerk, I guess. Let's, talk to Edie here.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the elusive man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Quantum what?
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, 2 subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the elusive man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
That sounds useful.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only 1 quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, 1 link to each world.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Yeah, I never really understood the whole concept of quantum entanglement. I mean, it's quite fascinating. You know, like how even like 2 particles that are, you know, on opposite sides of the galaxy, like if you affect one, it affects the other. Like, how the hell does that work? It's like magic. Does Jacob have anything else to say?
Commander,
Here we go.
can I help you with something?
What's your opinion of the crew?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
What are your thoughts on the mission?
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
Service after the Alliance.
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? A good deed's like pissing yourself in dark pants? Warm feeling, but no one notices. The whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
Yep. All that matters is you know what happened. Okay, so... Okay. Pick this one, I guess.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
Yep, goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Okay. So I guess we've,
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
can't go in there yet. Like certain areas of the ship, you can't access them until you've recruited certain squad members. Let's go down to the crew's quarters. Got some people there we need to talk to. The bathroom. The most important part of any ship, as most people are aware. Yeah. Well, they've got, like... whatever.
Oh,
I always,
she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Wow. My family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Alright. So Shepard just listens in on personal conversations and no one gives a shit.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Yeah, Shepard's too stupid to know that. Poor Shepard. Just look at the look on his face. We can't really see it, but I just find it funny. He always has that sort of deadpan expression. Anything here? Nope.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Oh, they don't seem to be getting along very well. What's the problem?
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. As Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
What are your responsibilities?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So you're a janitor and a cook?
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
Thanks for that imagery. Joining Cerberus.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
This guy has the oddest accent. I don't even know, like... I don't really know what it even is. What are your thoughts on Cerberus?
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
Alright. He's the kind of guy who just tells it how it is. Do you need anything?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
How can I help?
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Shepard. Looks like it's time for Shepard to do some grocery shopping. I don't know why that's funny imagery. Okay, give me the list.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
No. Goodbye.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Okay, that door's closed off. On the old Normandy, this was Shepard's. These were his quarters, if I recall. Now it's been taken over by Miranda. That's creepy.
Commander, what can I do for you?
What do you do here?
What exactly are your duties, aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the Elusive Man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the Elusive Man, updating our status.
What is our status?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
Okay. Can we talk?
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
What is Cerberus?
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
Okay. What are your goals?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
Who's in charge?
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the Elusive Man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Okay. Cerberus resources.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the Elusive Man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Yep. Just gotta save the universe. That's all. The Elusive Man.
What can you tell me about the Elusive Man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
What makes you think so?
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Yeah. Sounds a bit culty. If he starts handing out Kool-Aid, I'm out. Alright. I want to know more about you.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You're cocky.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Yeah. I always find it hilarious how Miranda looks more like a fashion model than, you know, what you'd expect a military commando to look like. I don't know why, it's just hilarious. So you're genetically modified.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
So you're perfect?
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Huh. Weird. Well, goodbye.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Alright. Back here. No. Alright. Guess we'll go. Miranda is a strange character, to say the least. Also, I find it bizarre how her attitude towards you is just sort of taking a sudden 180 turn. Like, back on the station, she was, you know, cold and... I don't want to form a friendship with you, Shepard. Let's just keep this professional. I doubt you, Shepard. You could be a possible liability to Cerberus. And now she's like... And all of a sudden she's like... Oh, so you want to know more about me, Shepard? Okay. Let's talk. I don't know. I just find it hilarious, to be honest. Whoever wrote her, I don't think they wrote her very well. I mean, she's a good character, but she's got issues. Talk to Edie here.
What's this area of the ship?
The sick bay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
Uh-huh. And now we meet another old friend. Dr. Chakwas. Okay, Chakwas.
Commander Shepard. I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
That's gotta be the weirdest intro ever. Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's so good to see you alive. In that grim tone of voice, I don't know. Why are you here?
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising. Even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Mm-hmm. Good to be back. Leaving the Alliance.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, A very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
You need to fly.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
Okay. But joining Cerberus? How the hell did that happen?
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Right. Odds of survival.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Do you need anything?
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Cerberus ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
Cerberus ice brandy? What the hell is that? I'll get you another, I guess.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I'm Shepard. Got millions of credits. Goodbye.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Commander. And then she just like turns slowly back to her computer. Okay. This has been some weird dialogue sequences. I guess we're done. So what to do now, I wonder? Let's go down to engineering. I think we don't have too much more to explore, but let's look at this thing. Okay, got a codex. Talk to Edie here.
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land the ship on high-gravity worlds.
I just find Shepard's idle animations to be funny. Like he's like flexing his muscles. I don't know. Look at this place. Freaky. Looks like I hang out for a Sith Lord. Or Sith Lady. Hint, hint. I am a master of subtle foreshadowing, aren't I? Talk to these guys. Hello.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
Shape up.
I didn't hear an officer on deck. I run this ship military. Do you two think this is all a joke?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir.
Won't happen again, sir.
At ease. Who are you?
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
What's your training?
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
But you left the Alliance?
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
Alright. Oh, they sound like they're on the level. Also, they saw Sovereign firsthand. That must have been cool. Hey, it's Giant Metal Cthulhu Hand. I'm your biggest fan. Can I have your autograph, please? Okay. Ken joining Cerberus.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
What about Gabby?
So why did you join Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Noticing a common trend here with all these crew members. They're all apparently newbies to Cerberus. Not green per se, but green in the, in regards to being a member of Cerberus. With the exceptions of Miranda and Jacob, most of these people probably don't even know anything about Cerberus, although they all seem to... They're quite devoted to the organization, but they don't know anything about it. What are your feelings on Cerberus?
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Yeah. Need anything?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
Don't worry. We're going to recruit someone soon who is a grand master of calibration. Please don't kill yourself after hearing that joke. What's the issue?
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why don't you have them?
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Alright, goodbye.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Okay, we've got a new mission.
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
Talk to Edie.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Take a look at the new engine core. Personally, I preferred the first one, because it was so cool looking and mystical. So the spinning around the magical light. This, it just looks like a giant metal testicle. I mean, it's cool, I guess, but I don't know. I thought the first one was cooler. Sorry. Not sure what these things are. Weird. Well, moving on. So... One last place to look at. My quarters, the captain's cabin. Check it out.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Huh. Okay. Medal of Honor. You can sort of see all the achievements in the game. You know, all games have achievements. Private terminal, which serves the same purpose as the one down on the CIC. Team status, you can... Right here, you can sort of look at info on your squad members. We have noticed, you can see abilities, weapons, they have... whatever, it's pretty... And loyalty. Loyalty is kind of a gimmick that's in this game. Basically, each squad member has his or her own personal mission you have to undertake to sort of get their loyalty. It's kind of a common trope in BioWare games. You have the option to give Miranda different clothes here, because I have like this DLC. Gives them different costumes. I don't know, it's kind of fun. Anyway, let's move on. Upgrades. Those become more relevant when you recruit Morden. Unread messages. A lot of messages here. Let's do this one for now, because this is planning to do this mission. Deal struck with Zaid Masani from the Elusive Man. Let's see if I can read it in like an Elusive Man Martin Sheen voice. That'll probably sound awful, but let me try. Shepard. We've reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee. I've taken care of that, personally. Yeah, that sounded awful, I know. But I tried. Mark is red, I guess. Okay. Huh. Alright, good. Advanced combat training. That's like tutorial videos you can look at if you're a newbie to the game. Alright. So, here you can customize your armor, casual clothing. I actually wanted to change. Look, check out Gangster Shepard. It's hilarious. Guess it makes sense if you pick the Earthborn, where Shepard actually was a gangster, so I guess that's more appropriate. Go with this one because it's the only one that doesn't have a Cerberus logo on it. I think there was a better outfit you gain access to, but only after maybe doing the Kasumi mission. One of the DLC missions, I don't know. Of course, it's only available as DLC. You can play music here. That's the soundtrack from the first game, so it's kind of a nostalgia trip. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's head on down to the CIC, and we'll head to Omega to do the first dossier. Zaid Masani, and you can sort of look at his introduction. Here we go. Dossier: the veteran, Zaid Masani, an expert in both personal and small unit combat, an unparalleled mercenary soldier and bounty hunter, known for his willingness to get the job done, no matter the cost. Zaid Masani is, without a doubt, the most feared mercenary and bounty hunter in the galaxy. His services have been retained by Cerberus at extremely high costs. He is currently awaiting pickup on Omega. Alright. Sounds like a badass. Let's go get him. And he is sort of one of the DLC characters, but I prefer to do his mission first because, I don't know, just fits for some reason. You can look at these planets right here. Dock. Scan. If there's some kind of anomaly or something you can scan for, EDI will usually tell you. So nothing there. Oops. darn it. Made a mistake there. Yeah, for some reason hitting escape takes you back to the CIC instead of just back to the map. Also, you may have noticed the exploration gimmick is a little different this time. Instead of sort of it being like a god's eye view over the solar system, you can move the cursor around to different planets. Now you actually control the ship and pilot it through the star system, so that's pretty fun. Scan the Omega-4 relay. The Omega-4 relay is surrounded by hazard beacons and automated warnings. Over the last 1,000 years, many ships have attempted to pass through it, but none have returned. The only ones to pass freely back and forth through the relay are the mysterious collectors. There are many theories why ships never return from Omega-4. Some say there is a black hole at the far end. Others, mostly the impoverished underclass of Omega, believe there is some form of earthly paradise. Most, however, simply think that the collectors capture or destroy those passing through the relay. What happens if I try to enter it?
Until we have a solution in place, we cannot utilize the Omega-4 relay.
Yep, that's what I thought. It'd be pretty hilarious if Shepard just tries to go through it immediately. He just dies immediately. And then the elusive man is like, oh my god, why did I pay billions of dollars to resurrect this idiot? Okay, you can buy probes here at this fuel depot. Also, fuel. Until it gets up to 1,000, which is the max. It costs money, but it's never really a problem because it's really cheap. Okay, this is sort of a mineral-rich planet, so just once I'll show you guys how to mine. Wait until...
In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment. Launching probe.
Look around. Whoa. Come on. Whoa. Got something there.
Launching probe.
Yeah, you just basically scan the planet around until you see a spike and deploy a probe by clicking.
In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics. Probe away.
Yep. Whoa. Got one.
Probe away.
Yeah, you really don't need to mine that many planets in this game because it's pretty, where? There we go.
Launching probe. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles.
Huh.
Probe away.
Weird. Yeah, it's a pretty boring minigame if you ask me, so probably just skip ahead for a bit. I'd say we're done. There are probably other... darn it, really? Right, go back. Darn it, I gotta stop doing that. My bad. Okay, so let's head to Omega. Which is kind of a... I guess you could call it the capital of the Terminus systems, but not... Well, you'll see what I mean. Okay, read the info here. Built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original, elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time there ever was one. So yeah, it's kind of the Nar Shaddaa of the Mass Effect universe. Reminds me of that, I don't know, think of that one level from the, what was it, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, or Was it Jedi Outcast? I don't remember. It's basically a space pirate scum town. Not a very nice place to be. I'm not gonna spend too much time here though. I just want to get Zaid for now. And then we'll do his mission. After that, maybe do a few side missions. I think they call them. Well, you'll see what I mean. Jacob and Miranda, only people we can take along for now. Grab Miranda's warp, I guess. Give Jacob upgrade his pull attack. Actually, I'll do that. Just wait until he get enough points to upgrade his incendiary ammo. Because then I think it'll... If I pick the squad incendiary ammo, it kind of enhances Shepard's attack power, I think. So it's good to have.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
When I'm ready.
I'll talk to your boss when I'm damn well ready.
Then you'd better get ready. No one keeps Arya waiting. Afterlife, now.
Yeah, well, guess what? No one keeps Shepard waiting either.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Quite a view. How the hell do they know about Shepard already? It's a bit scary that they have those kinds of resources.
Please.
Or information.
Shut it.
Alright. Talk to Zaid here. Hello.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
How much do you know?
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
What's the connection between you and Cerberus?
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Who's your friend?
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's next for him?
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
Well, welcome aboard.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
There's always a catch.
I'm assuming there's some part of your contract that I'm expected to handle. That about right?
Yeah. Funny he didn't tell you. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
If there's time.
We'll get to it if we can. Our mission takes priority.
I know you've got bigger fish to fry. That's why I'd like to get this other thing dealt with as soon as possible.
Really? Should run for the other door.
I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Right. Huh. Well, not the... Quite a friendly looking fellow, isn't he? But he's good in a fight. And he's... well, you'll see. So let's head back to the Normandy for now. Farewell, Omega. But we will see you again. It's just a small taste of what Omega has to offer. All the more reason why you don't want to go back. But you're gonna have to. It's kind of funny, those thugs wanted Shepard to see their boss, and like he just leaves immediately. Like Shepard doesn't give a shit. Alright. Well, I think that's enough for this episode. Nothing but talking, but in the next one we'll see a lot of action, because we will be doing Zaid's mission, where we go to this facility on Zoria and have to deal with some bad guys, so that'll be fun. So I'll see you all in the next episode. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel so that you'll be notified of when I release future episodes, and please leave a like or dislike, let me know what you think. Any comment is always welcome. Thank you, and goodbye.
We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather. 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 Leather.